Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today...
Kyle McIntyre, I'm here.
The
Drinking
co-host, Kyle McIntyre.
Yeah.
I apparently introduce you as a guest all the time.
Yeah, well, whatever. I think it just sounds like I'm a guest.
Yeah, it's fucking, what are we, 80-something episodes in?
It's in
now?
my garage, but I'm still the guest.
Yeah.
Whatever. We roll with it.
Be our guest. Be our guest.
Yeah. Good one.
Oh God damn, Kyle, what it's Friday. We're actually like, not that any of you know because this comes out on Tuesday, so you listen to it at your leisure. But I'm like, oh, normally we record on Thursdays.
Why do we do Thursdays, Brian?
Because that's the day that our calendars and the stars align that we can record this.
Perfect. That's all I need to do.
We're doing it on a Friday.
Bullshit.
Friday night now. We're Friday night boys.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're getting some crispy cold ones.
Or the party boys here. We're doing we're doing it up. We're doing it right. We're doing it live.
Oh yeah.
So Kyle, damn, that was a long one. What is new in your world? What is shaking? What is grooving? What is good?
Well,
those lagers are good.
Yeah, this is what's new. Is this lager I just opened?
It's
this Miller Light.
These are crispy boys.
Yeah, I was thinking I almost
the cold daddies.
Almost got some high life, but I'm like, let's keep it light, let's just dial it back a little bit.
Once we hit Friday at 5 p.m., Kyle, you're like, like a werewolf. You just start like turning.
Come alive.
It's like what the Gremlins. You add lager lights, and you're like, ready to fucking party.
Yeah. So like I guess during the week, like I don't usually drink. I think I'm just not in the mood to drink. Like,
just not in the fucking mood
because I'm technically like I could go to work anytime. Yeah. So I'm like,
Yet again, we're talking about work. We don't even know what you do.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Can go at any time.
But beer and partying aside, it's Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
What is, talk about what's been going on. I feel like we both have a lot. So let's try and crank through this.
All right.
Just cranking on.
Just cranking on something.
Yeah.
All right. So I got a new power supply.
It's kind of boring, but it's also really fucking cool.
Yeah, so
Explain it.
It's like both sides of the spectrum, no middle ground.
Explain yourself. What is it? What you got?
It is a Walrus.
Nothing wrong with that.
Audio.
Oh. I like audio. That's good too. So far, so good.
Well, that's the name. Walrus Audio.
Yeah.
Phoenix. Clean power supply. I'm reading, by the way.
Yeah.
But I didn't want the standard. I didn't want the standard graphic where it
you
was
want
like
the basic bro one.
Yeah, which was like the navy blue one with the like
light
off-white.
Yeah.
And it was like the bird that's like the Native American kind of themed one. No offense.
Yeah.
But I hated it.
None taken, I guess.
No, they're cool looking.
Yeah.
And they offer different ones.
It's cool. My co-host is Native American. It's cool. I could
say that. I could say that.
I could dislike it if I want.
I could fucking hate it if I want. And so I kind of turned away and like I saw the one with the bird, more realistic looking bird on it.
Yeah.
And put a bird on it. Put a death bird on it. No.
Yeah.
I thought, like, okay, it's cool. I was leaning towards those.
Yeah, because you're kind of sold on the Walrus brand, and then this one because it's the Buku, tons of fucking tons of fucking outlets, lots of power. It has the courtesy outlet on the back.
This thing weighs a ton.
Yeah,
by the way, I've got it in my hands.
So you're sold on the Phoenix one, but you found this one.
Yeah, this one is instead of the navy background and the white bird, this is a white background with a black bird. So I don't know, it looked cool, and I saw it on Reverb. I was like,
it's more of a is it a different graphic because it's more like a sketch?
It's the same. Like, it's the same as but it's inverted basically.
Gotcha. Okay, maybe I'm used to seeing the more of the blocky Native American one.
Yeah. It's cool. There's a smaller one. The Atos is like...
That one's tight, yeah.
That one's cool, too. I'm like, shit, I'd kind of want that, too. It's like the Egyptian bird.
That one doesn't have a courtesy outlet on
No.
it. Okay.
I think it's too small.
Well,
but it's still...
Yeah. I was thinking... Or maybe that one does.
I'll have to look. I
think that
I
one,
honestly did not look at those a lot.
because they're it's too small. I was thinking like the one that you can compare the Atos to is the ISO 5.
I think so, yeah.
And that one, I think that's the one that I wish had a courtesy outlet, because that one has like more options and like, 12, 18 volt, high, milliamp, 9 volt, yada yada. I'm like, if they put a courtesy outlet on there, it'd be like the fucking one. Anyway.
Yeah, so I don't know. I haven't even plugged it in yet, but the dude on Reverb sent me like shit ton of cables of the DC.
Yeah, tons of the DC cables. It was
I'm stoked on that.
Probably weighed the whole thing down more than how much he sent you.
I don't know.
Because
he like sent a message like, "Hey dude, you want any DC cables?" I'm like, "Dude, send me whatever you think is necessary." Oh, cool. Because I'm just getting rid of a bunch of stuff. I'm like, what else you got?
Load them up.
Yeah. So I mean, this thing is so heavy.
Yeah, it's very.
It's
cool.
like probably 2 pounds.
Yeah, and you were saying that's like one. I mean, that's a big
Probably
power
more.
supply. That's one that you'd want on top of your board.
I'd want it on top of the board.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the other major competitors are the Voodoo Labs and the True Tone.
Yeah,
and
those are cool.
They're great, and those are perfectly fine power supplies. But those ones, I'm like, it sounds dumb, but I'm like, they just don't look as cool as the Walrus ones.
Yeah, and when I saw this, I had to get it. I don't know what edition this is, I don't know anything. Mm-hmm. I just know it's not like any of the other ones I've ever seen.
It's a special one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks good. Looks damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna put this on top.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
That's one you have to put on top.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
I put it underneath the board. I'm like, no, can't do it. Can't hide it.
Can't hide it.
And then I got a Antikythera, which is, I think that's how you say it.
I don't know. I've heard anti-K-theory. Whatever. What from Deep Space?
From Deep Space, yeah. So these are our bros, Deep Space Devices.
And who'd you get that from?
This is a gift from Brian Gower and Johnny Ray.
Yeah. Or it probably should be Johnny Ray and Brian Gower. Johnny picked it up.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to steal valor.
It just sounded better that way. It was alphabetical.
Oh,
asshole.
okay. Yeah.
That's why you're always first. Brian and Kyle.
I always come first.
That was a shitty joke,
TMI. So yeah, it's like a synth. It's a noisemaker pedal.
Yeah.
So it's it creates its own noise.
Yeah. So you don't plug a guitar into it.
It only has an output.
You plug out of it.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's got a headphone jack. It's got it's cool. It's got like a key layout, like keyboard layout. So it's got 12 note. It's basically like a mini sequencer. So you can sequence notes, and you can set the pitch and how fast and volume. So it's cool. And then it's got like a chaos switch on the side, which adds like this whatever you want. You can dial that shit in to be either kind of just a little bit of dirt or like, what am I listening to? Like,
these have been pretty popular. And it's cool. So it's kind of like, adding to your like, it's like a synth kind of setup to add to like, it's be fun to actually.
And I haven't added it through like my synth setup, if that makes sense. Like the pedals I usually play, I've only just played it direct into the amp just to kind of get a feel for what it sounds like by itself. I haven't gone like, let me get crazy. I have 40, 60 pedals. Let me just add them all together.
Instead of learning how this works, I should just throw pedals.
So that's what I was doing, just learning how it works, and it's fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and I don't really know what I think CV. There's an 1/8 inch for CV, which I think is your clock, or I think it's to communicate with something else. Which I don't really know. It's like MIDI. It's like old school MIDI. I think
it's a control.
Anyways, we'll find out.
You're scratching the surface on it, and it's like it's fun. That's kind of like the point of that little deal.
That's fun.
It's cool.
And then for like just super random, I got I was just scrolling. I think you had said something about MXR patch cables. I'm like, I was looking at instrument cables because I was looking up MXR on Reverb like I always do. I was looking at like what's scraping the bottom of like pedal wise. I was like, there's an instrument cable. And then you said, oh shit, you should check out their Pancake patch cables. I was like, all right, fine. So I typed in patch cable MXR, and someone was selling like like a lot of 9
for
like
MXR patch.
I don't know, for like $40, and so I'm like, all right, well, let me just throw a offer. Just let's see.
You gotta do it.
Yeah, got them for $30.
There you go.
So $10 off.
Yeah.
And they all, so 9 of them.
And
they look just like any other.
Looks like your basic patch.
Your basic pancake.
Yeah, I have like the sinusoid pancake ones. I love them. They're great. They're perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah.
They just work fine. So they'll go, I think if I assemble another MXR board just to like, these are going to be honest.
You'd like to set it up and be like, yeah, that's good.
I'm going to have to get some instrument cables now too.
I don't think you get the MXR power supply, the MXR cables.
Oh,
it's
that's
like,
right.
You're just like, you're just branded up. You're brand loyal.
Shit. Yeah. I don't know. I keep saying it, but they make like basic stuff, but a lot of it's really good and it is cheap.
Yeah.
We'll see how long these last, right? But $30 for 9 cables is still pretty good.
Yeah.
And I've tried out 5 of them because I just got them today. 5 of them, and they all work fine.
Yeah. I mean,
wiggled them, I mess around, and they work. And what's cool is like pancake is you could literally take it apart and
just fix it yourself.
Fix it.
Yeah.
That's what's great. It's not molded plastic, which you're like, shit.
Yeah. Once that goes, that's gone.
It's great.
Yeah. You're handy too, so you can fix it yourself. Nice.
What's new with you?
Let's see. Last weekend I played a show with Just In Case on bass. Played a local venue called Till 2. It's like a small divey bar.
Yeah, I caught like 15 minutes of it. It's great.
Yeah, I think no, you actually only missed like a couple songs.
Okay.
But it was a lot of fun. And we played there like a year or so ago with Plane, and we kind of didn't know what to expect with the venue and like
because they did some changes and
they totally kind of they renovated the place a little bit and changed the sound and stuff like that. So we got there, we were the opening band, and we're like, okay, I know that they can DI bass, so I was like debating whether or not to bring your SVT3 and the 410, because I'm like one of the last shows I played with Just In Case, I'm like the guitarist plays loud. Plays really loud, so I'm like, shit, I don't know. And then I'm like, got there, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, bring the Terra bass. I'm gonna risk it, saying that they can DI the bass. Yeah, and they did. It sounded great, actually. Like for the room, it was like just a really long room. Like that's like it's not. There's nothing.
Yeah, it's like a really narrow like lease space. It looks like an office space or like a tax.
Yeah.
Like a tax office
that they turned into a bar.
Yeah, and
no, it's cool. It ended up sounding really good. I really really liked it. So once we sound checked, we got the drums done and stuff like that, and then on mic guitar, which was really weird. But the guy, I'm like, he plays loud, so he's got a lot of volume on tap. So I was like, if he needs to crank it or whatever. But he ended up doing the levels pretty well with the sound guy. We sound checked and stuff like that. It was weird. It was like a sound guy who was like, not that we're like ragging on them all the time, but I'm like, this guy was just like nonchalant, but yeah, we can check your bass.
Let's see if I can pencil you in on that.
And I was like, yeah, because we got there earlier enough, and I'm like, we still got an hour before doors. I'm like, you want to sound check? He's like, yeah, I can do that. I'm like, don't you want to sound check everything before we play to figure it out? And he's like, yeah, we can do that. I'm like, I'm gonna go DI out of this pedal, and then I'm just going to the amp just for my own stage feel and volume. He's like, okay, don't you want me to check it? I'm like, yeah, we could do that. Anyway, so we're playing it. I'm like, man, that terror bass, I think was on, I don't know, like less than like 2 on the it was like pretty low, but it was like kicking. I'm like, the bass was like going. I'm like, man, this bass amp is booming. And so we played our first like 2 songs. They go back to back, and then it was just the way the show goes is like the first 2 songs are the same keys. We kind of go back to back. And then after the song was done, I'm like, okay, so how's it, should we turn anything up or down or whatever? And the sound guy, he's like, I don't know. I mean, bass is too loud, but whatever. And I'm like,
yeah.
And I said to him, I'm like, yeah, I have a volume knob on that thing. I can turn it down. Do you want me to? He was like, yeah, that'd be cool. That's what he said. I'm like,
passive
Jesus
aggressive
fucking Christ. and then that was about you got there about like the second or third song. So like you missed that whole altercation. But I'm like, this sound guy just didn't give a fuck.
I think let's see. That night you said 9:30, and I was like, okay, I'll leave like at maybe 9:15.
Yeah.
And then like 5 minutes before the top of the hour.
Yeah,
you're like, we're going on at 9. I'm like, oh shit!
And then Brian's like, no, we're going on at 9. I'm like, oh shit, okay, because it was like they squeezed on one more band, yada yada. It was cool.
So I
ended up sounding good. I think
I drove past and I was like, oh, they're playing. It was like at 9:05. I was like, all right, I'll be able to park and I'll get in. No, whatever. No, like
could not find a spot.
12 minutes later, I finally parked and I'm like running. And make it buy my ticket, get inside. And I'm like, all right, still playing, so we're good.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it was fun. Johnny came too. He kind of came at the tail end.
He was
of
like
it.
10 minutes after me. He's like, when did they start? I'm like, fuck, I don't know, man.
But yeah,
how long have they been playing?
Got a couple songs.
I
thought it sounded good, but I'm like, I just erred on the side of like, just bring the small gear. I don't give a fuck, because I was like, came from work. I'm like, yeah. And it sounded great. I mean, that terror bass combo little deal, that pedal board thing, and I made sure to use the Earthquaker drive with it and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, it sounded great. It was great. Cool stuff.
Now you know what it feels like, dude.
Yeah, I like it.
Finally.
It was cool. Let's see. This last week, I was on a couple podcasts.
Oh.
So it was a twofer. I was on
2 for what?
The 2 for 1.
Oh.
I don't know. I was on the Just Surprise Me podcast. So I finally made it on. I was on an
full
episode. Yep. So make sure to go check that one out. I think we talked about a bunch of cool stuff. I ended up just gabbing on and ended up being an hour and a half long episode. So it's a longer one as opposed to their normal hour. So, I just can't stop gabbing.
Yeah, I know.
And then I was also on the Clifton Worley show.
God, you were just making your rounds.
Yeah, it was a one-on-one with Clifton Worley, friend of the show. It was fun. It was like, because I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to do the show. We know Clifton. I've never done it just one-on-one, and it was like more of an interview kind of thing. And I was like, it was funny him going back. He was like, simple question that he asked. It was like, so what made you get into music and stuff like that? I'm like, wow. We've done this and people have asked questions, but they've never gone that far back. And that's the most like the question. I'm like, man, this one goes back. That's a good one, Clifton. Thinking about it, I'm like, I was like real. It was a lot of fun. Not to spoil to anything. I was about to just tell you.
Spoiler alert.
I was just going to tell you the whole fucking story. Go listen to Clifton's show. The one, I mean, not just the episode that I was on, which is a good one.
Start there. Work your way back.
Yeah, work your way back. It was a lot of fun. But so thank you, Just Surprise Me and Clifton Worley, for having me on your shows. So, segue into a little pedal that I got from Clifton Worley and Spruce Effects.
Little collab.
The collab that they did, Brian Bicknell sent me a pedal that, you and I, it sent us a pedal. It sent it to my address. We decided
I haven't seen it yet. Okay.
Well, I showed you a picture.
Oh, I saw it, yeah.
We decided to get the Whirlybird. So it's their harmonic tremolo,
which is cool.
Amp-like tremolo kind of deal with the boost in there. Mm-hmm. It's the Whirlybird, the dirty bird. It's a good it's a cool pedal, and I was like, you know what? We should just get one for the Tone Jerk library.
We're not filing things with Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah,
though.
we're definitely not organizing anything here.
I mean,
in that
that's the most organized thing in here. Okay,
besides all the pedals that don't fit in there that are just strewn about. But anyway, it's a cool one. So I wanted to get this one. I mean, it sounds really cool, and to support Spruce Effects and
it's
Clifton,
a usable pedal,
totally usable.
Holy shit, yeah. And
I made the joke on his show, spoiler, that I wanted to do something fun and just like out of the ordinary. He did a demo with After Dark demos or something
Pedals
like that.
After Dark or something?
Pedals, yeah. You're probably closer than I am.
Demos After Dark.
Demos After Dark.
Clip it in.
It's one of those, is whatever. He did a demo with Spruce Effects and one of those things, and it was a more traditional kind of like, oh, this is cool, and like show us some riffing and stuff like that. It can do the boost. And I was like, you know what? I want to do something dumb. As I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
So don't tell me you broke out the Miku.
Of course I did.
Okay.
So I did that, and I did my Xenon Wells delay from Like My Pedals, and I was like, you know what? I want to get this to not sound like a guitar. And the
I want people to think I'm playing, but I'm not.
well, I don't want it to sound like normal guitar. And the thing is that tremolo is so choppy, but also harmonic at the same time. You think of like the EQD, like the Hummingbird, is like, oh, it's a choppy delay, but like, this is choppy, but it's also adding like the harmonics, especially with that boost part of it. I'm like, you know what, I can use this for something.
Yeah.
And so I did that with like the oscillating analog delay of the Wells and with the Miku in the front of the channel. It was really cool, and it was just like to get like some rhythmic stuff. And I threw a video up on Instagram and the Facebook group, and I was just like, you know what, let me just try something weird. And Clifton's like, oh man, that's cool. So it was like just to get like a different idea of it. So I want to play with it a little bit more, but I also want to bring it. Obviously, I want to be like, let's try it with a synth.
Hell yeah,
and like get some synth stuff going. Anyway, so it's a new pedal day for both of us, and I was like, yeah, happy to have it. But you were mentioning a couple things that like I think we need to riff on. You had some reverb interactions, some new stuff.
Of all the reverb interactions,
you walk into mine. I think this is we got to go off. I think we got to do a mini Braille files here. Some reverb etiquette here.
Let's start from the beginning.
Reverb ranting. Reverb ranting. I wanted to think of another R. Really
ridiculous.
Yeah. Rants. Damn it. I can't think of anything. Go on.
Oh,
damn,
rants.
I'm just going to like fade that out into now. Go on. So you
okay,
lead me off here, and I got one for you. No,
I'm always leading you on.
Yeah.
So I bought it fair and square. Mm-hmm. Okay. So
almost made me spit my beer just too bit. Like, I want fair and square, okay?
I'm not going to say
deal's a deal. Okay?
I'm not going to say the pedal I got. All right, but let me just explain the circumstance.
Yeah.
Combing reverb. You know how it is.
You're shifting, you're looking, you're peeping.
You're putting the shit into your sifter, you're shaking it around, and whatever's left is you're like, okay, well, that's maybe what I'll get. You know? All right, so looking at some Walrus pedals for a while. That's how I don't know what it is recently.
No shit.
Walrus has me.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
They got me right where they want me.
They got me hooked. They're reeling me in. It's looking like a bass.
Whoa.
Got a big one.
Got a big one. So it was a version 1 pedal.
Yeah.
Of a certain pedal line. All right, version 1 that had been sent back to Walrus.
Yeah.
For probably it was broken or whatever happens, and they V2'd it, so they actually upgraded it.
Yeah.
Okay, which is kind of cool, right?
They do that. They do that with
I've had it done, right?
Messner, and they do a good job.
Mm-hmm. This also the graphic was a like very unique one. I've never seen it, right? And I think I gravitate obviously more towards the special edition, and it was a really good price.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man,
hell yeah.
It was a V1 price, which when you look at those, like V1s tend to be like, depending on the pedal, like 50, 60, could be $100 cheaper sometimes. And this was like $100 cheaper than the V2s, brand new.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's a V1, whatever. But the graphic was really cool. I'm like, all right, well, I want that. So I bought it. Immediately bought it.
No haggling. You just bought it.
No haggling.
Gotcha. You no.
I don't think he had the make offer. So I'm like, whatever. I
nothing wrong with that.
It was a unique pedal. You're never gonna see it, right?
You have it for sale.
Never gonna see like
and
that.
I'm buying. Yeah.
2 days pass, hasn't shipped. 3 days pass, hasn't shipped. I'm like, okay, 4 days. I gotta message the guy. I'm like, hey, dude. I realized, and then when I bought it, since I was like, oh shit, I want this pedal. Buy. I even look and see. Sometimes you look and see where they're at.
Yeah, where they're from.
Oh shit, maybe I can just go swing by and pick it up.
I've never done that on Reverb.
I've done that a couple times actually, and it's worked out.
You're a smooth operator.
I still have all my teeth.
Yep.
I'm good. I think so. I got a crooked one, but I don't think.
Unrelated. Next time, have him take that one. Yeah.
If you want to hear about my dental work, we got Patreon episodes. Okay, so I go to message him on Reverb. I say, I said, Let's see if I can word this right.
Where is that pedal?
I said, oh, I just realized you're in San Diego. If you want, I can pick this up.
Yeah.
Right? Be perfect. One, you don't have to ship it. One, you're taking a long time to ship it. It's already been 4 days.
Yeah, you're kind of
which is already like, what the fuck else are you doing?
It's like, come on.
Why'd you post it if you're not going to?
I try and ship shit right away. I'm like, God damn. Anyways, go on.
Okay.
You finish yours and I'm going to go on.
All right. Brian's
Heated.
loading.
He's heating up.
Just loading all the anger.
Yeah.
You're just like a shotgun. All right. About to go off. I'm like, all right, typed out my message, go to click, and it says, this person cannot receive messages at this time. I'm like,
Ooh.
what does that mean? Why isn't there any explanation?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, I close my app, reopen it, type it out again. Same thing. I'm like, motherfucker. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's just an app thing. Because sometimes it's like, oh, that's some rare gear. I'm like, I'm looking for a DS1.
Fucking
oops, something got weird. They have like their funny messages. I'm like, okay, wait the next day, nothing. I'm like, all right, I gotta take action before something. So I
action
filed it.
Jackson.
I did like a support thing, and they got back to me and like message immediately after I like typed out the issue with this. Oh, found the problem. We suggest you get your refund. I'm like, wow. You didn't even like ask me any questions or I think something was up with this guy.
Yeah.
Where they're fucking with the system or maybe the pedal never existed or I don't know. So I'm just like
maybe it was like a thing that was just trying to take money.
Yeah.
So
his account, I went and looked at his account information before all this happened and he had nothing. Like he had sales where he had like 5-star reviews. Nothing though. Like his account was blank.
Oh, okay. So it was like, ooh.
So they're like going through the process of clearing this guy out, I think.
Oh, okay. So like he's gone now.
I think he's gone. I'll have to look again.
He's probably doing some fraudulent shit.
Probably. And so I just got my money back today. Yeah. I got my money back. Money back, rich. So yeah, that kind of ticked me off because it was like,
well, it's fucking you wanted it.
I wanted it really bad. I was like, it was a unique thing. I'm like, it was cool. Yeah. Like I said, it was the V1 with the V2 guts
and with like cool graphics. You're like, God damn it!
And it wasn't like all the other ones. I'd never seen that graphic before.
Fucking dickhead.
So I mean, Mr. Hopeful over here. I'm like combing through Craigslist. Maybe
he's gonna do it locally because he's in San Diego.
Maybe they shut him down for another reason. Yeah. Maybe it's like he cursed out someone, or maybe he tried to sell a pedal that they don't let him sell anymore.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, I don't know what's your
God. Okay, well,
all right, get your finger on that trigger. I want to.
Okay, so I bought a fucking pedal, which I'm not going to mention
Me
now.
too.
Yet again, like with Kyle, like I'm going to mention it when I get it because I'm not going to be like, we talk about something that I don't have. I bought a pedal on
more vague, please.
The 5th.
Okay.
And so I'm like, okay, gonna ship it. I mean, you're gonna ship this fucking pedal, right? I didn't like save a ton of money.
It's the 14th today.
Off of buying it.
All right.
So I bought it on the fucking 5th.
Okay.
Still don't have it, by the way, as we're recording. And so I'm like, okay, just fucking ship it. I bought it in the morning on the 5th.
I did my due. Why didn't you do yours?
Maybe you're busy.
Okay,
that's totally fine. Whatever. That's totally fine. So I'm okay. Next day, you could totally do it the fucking next day. No, you didn't. Oh, and the next day that is an actual I bought it in the middle of the week. So I'm like, okay, you totally hey, you got a couple days, you got a fucking cushion there. No, they didn't. They fucking shipped it out on a goddamn Monday. So like they waited over the whole fucking weekend. Once you go past Friday, I'm like, of course you're gonna have to ship it on Monday.
Yeah.
So they ship it out 5 days or 4 days, whatever the fuck. Later I'm like, well, it's only actually 2 business days. Fucking just send it out,
down,
you
dude.
fucking asshole. So he didn't send it, and then I'm like, okay, he finally sent it out on a Monday. The slowest fucking way you could send it.
He probably paid for the premium, but was like, hey, this guy's pretty antsy. What do you got?
I didn't even message him. I was just kind of like,
well, we could send it on a cockroach.
Yeah, just tie it to him with like a piece of twine. Go get him, buddy. Like Joe's Apartment style. They just fucking go get him. They can bring it over. We got money. We'll pay you in pizza crust and fucking moldy fucking bananas. Anyway, so I was like pissed. I'm like, God, why'd you send it? Like, wait so long to send it, and then
choose the slowest route.
I'm like, you fucking asshole. God,
what do they send it? They send USPS.
Yeah,
and as ground.
I guess.
Or like, what is it? Priority, premium. They all sound the same to me. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah,
priority is the flat rate, right?
Yeah, I believe. And
why won't you send it in that?
I don't know,
it's
because
like $8.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know why, and I'm like, I don't think it came with the original box and anything, but I'm like, okay, then do it in the medium one.
It was like $10, right?
God, I was just like, I'm way too pissed. I'm like, send it, because I'm like, you're not gonna get paid until like I think you send it. You don't get paid until you enter in the tracking number.
Yeah,
I always ship things. You've never sold anything on Reverb, right?
I will probably never.
All right, easy.
Maybe that CS12.
Yeah, because you got the fucking walrus now.
Yeah, I don't need that garbage.
Yeah, you need that. Get the fucking shit out of here, bitch. But damn, just fucking send it out like the next day. Because imagine, like, it's fucking common courtesy. Like, it's a gentleman's agreement.
You're gonna duel over this?
It's whatever. It's like, just like send it out. It's like,
you paid for it.
Yes.
The money is no longer in your account.
And am I still gonna give this guy 5 stars? Yeah, because I'm a pussy. But still, I'm gonna bitch about it on my podcast. That's fucked up. Anyways, that was my rant.
Wow.
Just like send things out. You know what I'm saying?
See, I actually had something to be angry about. You had nothing.
Well, I don't know. I haven't got the pedal yet.
And I will never see my pedal.
You're trying to like my
How does that make you feel?
My hurt is bigger than yours. Somebody feel sorry for me. Man, we're getting too fucking rowdy. We're not even at the topics yet. Damn. Okay, that was I wanted to riff on that a little bit, but I had one more. What's new?
Oh shit! I thought we were through the woods.
This is kind of gear related, kind of not gear related. So I had a TV installed.
Oh, you had one installed.
Yep. You helped me with it. I had it.
I did it. Yes.
Yep. On my wall, like this like TV mount thing. It's pretty dope. So just like a normal HD 32-inch TV, your basic just kind of cheap ass TV. But I'm like, oh, it's cool because I'm like, let me preface this why I think it's really cool. So I've been watching things for the past couple years, like watching like television shows or YouTube or whatever on either my phone, which is an iPhone 6, not the Plus, or the S or whatever the fuck it is, an iPhone 6, or my laptop. So my laptop's pretty dope. It looks actually really good, but it's a laptop, so 15-inch screen.
Yeah, you got to put it like on your stomach or sit on a table,
my fucking gut or whatever,
or like you put on its side but open like a a book.
Watch it in a certain way. Anyway, there's a multitude of ways you can make that work. It's actually, on a phone too. You can be like, oh, I'm gonna watch it while I'm either taking shit or fucking laying on bed. And I'm like, yeah, you can watch certain things and get by. But you know what's actually really cool that I'm discovering again? Watching things on a TV. Because now that I have that TV set up, I'm able to just plug with HDMI cable out of my MacBook.
Yeah.
Just plugging into that and using it as like a secondary screen. Man, it's so fucking
Are you mirroring now, or are you doing like
no, I'm doing
an
extension screen.
Oh, man.
It's so fucking cool.
Because you can put your YouTube
or whatever, my Google Chrome or whatever, Explorer.
There you go.
Not Explorer. No, I'm not going to do Explorer. Google Chrome up there. Expand the whole window. Use that. Whatever.
We just lost a couple fans.
It's totally. I'm like, this is badass. It shows like I'm living in fucking 2009, baby. Anyways, and I was like, it's gear wise because I can also use that for recording, and I'm actually able to. I've almost fucking never use my mix screen or my mix window for Pro Tools because I'm like switching back and forth is a bitch. And like I kind of just do some of my mixing in the edit window, which most people like who know about DAWs, you're like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
That's how I mix, is I mix in the edit window, but now
What a
I
loser.
can actually throw up my mix. Yeah, I can. Sorry,
I had to ruin that for you.
I can throw up my mix screen on top of on the 32-inch monitor, which I guess it's a TV, but I'm using it like a monitor. Man, I'm like super fucking stoked, dude. I'm like fucking.
You're like super productive now.
Kind of, actually less productive.
Nah.
But I'm like, dude, having the Pro Tools on there, I'm like, dude, I was like mixing, like I am recording the album. I'm getting my guitar tracks done. I'm like, dude, man, this is tight. This is cool. Having it thrown up there.
Now you're living your best life now.
Yeah, it's very cool. And I'm like, when I'm watching TV or whatever, I'm running it through my HS5 Yamaha monitors.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, they sound badass. They sound great.
Nice.
And so I wanted to bring it to a topic. I think we're getting to the episode now.
Woo!
Because, I started watching a little bit more. I'm watching TV a little bit more, watching shows, and I feel more. It's tight. It's cool to watch shows on a TV. Man,
Welcome, Brian.
I know
Does it
people
feel
are
good.
I know people are like, "What the fuck, Jesus Christ, dude." Anyways, if you knew, like I explained, imagine watching your shows on an iPhone 6. Hey, any way possible, right? And so, anyway, I wanted to talk about a couple things about TV and shows.
Yeah.
First, I wanted to do binge-worthy shows.
Okay.
What are your binge-worthy shows, Kyle? What like for you is like, hey, I'm gonna just fucking crank through this show. What are some of those
Shows that I've done that to. Where
Maybe
it's like,
hey, why did you do it to that show?
Sat down and leave an ass impression on your sofa.
Yeah, or you're like, hey,
oh,
I'm gonna
man.
watch 6 episodes of the show
Oh, yeah.
or more episodes of the show in one sitting. Like, hey, this is my day. This is my day, people. We're watching this show.
My go-to.
Yeah. We'll just throw it back and forth. What are
Okay.
some ones recently? What are some that stick in your head there?
I'm gonna start with Altered Carbon. That's like binge through that shit. It's a Netflix original.
Original? Okay.
Yeah. So it's like
These Netflix shows, which we'll get into, I have some. They're designed for that. They are designing them for like, hey, we're plopping a whole season for you.
yeah, exactly.
Cozy up, baby.
Keep that drink refreshed. You're gonna need it.
Yeah. Get yourself a drink.
And a tissue. You're gonna be crying like a bitch. I don't know. No,
Are these sad shows?
No. Altered Carbon is like a sci-fi, futuristic. I think I lean more to those.
The sci-fi kind of deal?
Yeah. So
hard sci-fi?
yeah, not fantasy. Yeah. So Altered Carbon would be my first. So
And that's is that,
Netflix.
it's like a more of an action, is it a drama?
Definitely action. It's got drama in it, but
Yeah.
I'd say the action outweighs. It's like a weird story. Like it's like this dude used to look like this. Now he looks like this.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is a flashback because this is how. Wait, but now that dude is now, but because they can transfer consciousness
yeah.
between bodies. And you're
Okay.
like, wait, who's that? Oh.
Is it a long-running show, or does it have several seasons?
I think it's got only one season. Actually.
Okay, but it's easy.
But it only came out like last year.
Easy to just go through. Was it 12 episodes, something like that? 10?
Fuck, I'd have to look that up. But
Bitch,
probably,
I don't know.
Probably 12.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's all blur. It's
But
like,
yeah.
it was all one sitting for me. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It was one episode, baby.
It's a good one.
For me, some of the other like Netflix originals are F is for Family. I just
Okay.
like, they do 6-episode seasons, so
Just
it's easy.
blast through it, yeah.
Yeah. You'd be like, oh, I did that. Like, I'm gonna be a shithead today. So I got home from work. I'm like, watch
F Blast.
That's Bill Burr's show. Yeah, it's good. They're 3 seasons, so it's only like 6 episodes each, and like they're pretty ezy to go through. I'm like, I think that's a good binge-worthy show.
I would have to say Trailer Park Boys would be binge.
Definitely, you could just start from episode 1 of season 1 and just go through it. Yeah.
And then like take a break and watch a movie.
And then
the Trailer Park Boy movies.
They're all on Netflix too. Damn.
And then jump back on.
It's like a fucking ad for Netflix.
Yeah. Well, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll jump to Hulu in a little bit since now I'm on the Hulu train.
Yeah,
Choo choo.
dang. For me, a lot of anime is all binge worthy for me.
Shocker.
Because like They are 12 episode
Yeah.
because they go by the weekly. They go by like seasons, like an actual like, hey, the fall season, the winter season, yada yada. And so most of the anime like series are 12 episodes.
Okay.
Maybe you get a 13 episode, or you do like a season can be 2 arcs of 24 episodes or 12 episodes each, yada yada. But not really. Like the older anime used to be like hundreds of episodes and 50 something episodes. They don't do that much anymore. It's like, hey, you have a budget for 12 episodes. Figure out your story. So I mean, there's a lot of good ones. I mean, they're on Funimation, Hulu. Damn, they're on Crunchyroll.
Everywhere.
A lot of ones on Crunchyroll you can watch for free, but you just watch ads. And so I'm like, oh, that's cool. So there's like SAO. Like,
dude, I binge the shit out of that.
Yeah, that's one that I'm like, okay, there's like that one. Okay, it's daunting because there's 48 episodes, and then the movie, and you're just like, oh, I get whatever.
Did I watch the movie?
Yeah, we watched it.
Okay,
Yeah. So that one is Sword Art Online is the show, and that's one that I'm watching. The season 3, Alicization, is the new one, and it's actually dubbed on Toonami, so you can watch it there dubbed, and whatever. Anyway, there's a lot of. I mean, there's ones that I'll go through. I'll usually the way I watch anime, it's like I'll pick one and kind of like just watch it through each season, so I can stay like, oh, well, watch new ones and try and support it either through Funimation or Crunchyroll or something like that. And so like, good ones are like, Goblin Slayer is like one where it's like, oh, 12 episodes. Oh, I just watched it through and he's just fucking like, oh, there's one dude and his party's just fucking killing a bunch of monsters. I'm like, this is tight. And I'm like, it's done. Boom. Like 7 Deadly Sins is on Netflix as well. That one's a little longer. I think it's 2 seasons so far and they're 24 episodes each, but they're pretty quick. They're like,
like 30 minute or
yeah, like, or
45
20 minute episodes or whatever.
Oh,
so
wow.
they're pretty quick. Yeah, so those are all good. I just started watching so ReZero, that one's on Crunchyroll and it's like dubbed.
Okay.
And so I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, and that one's an old one from like 2016. And I was like, oh, that one's like, was really popular back then. And I was like, it's subbed and I kind of didn't want to watch it or pay for it to watch the subbed version, but it's now dubbed on Crunchyroll. So I'm like, oh yeah, I can just like all the episodes, 24 episodes.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's super easy to watch because I'm like, okay, between like the opening part and the ending credits and like the preview for the next episode, the episodes are 20 minutes long, really. So you can kind of like, oh, I'll watch like 3 or 4 today, and then you kind of just move on to the next day. You catch like another one or whatever. Yeah. So that's for me. Is anime is a lot of binge worthy kind of watching.
On Hulu, since now I have Hulu, I've been. They have like new shows that pop up and ones that have been on for a while, reoccurring. Reoccurring. Anyways, and one was it Letterkenny?
Yeah,
one that Johnny kind of turned me on to. I didn't really. I would have probably never found it.
Yeah, after we set up the TV, we watched a few episodes. Yeah, of that. It's pretty funny.
It's very interesting how they run through episodes. Like it's like there's a common problem, and everyone comes together to solve it. But it's like everyone hates each other.
The whole town, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like they're all involved in the problem.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. The way they talk is like really fast.
Yeah.
Really fast through like you have to really listen to what they're saying.
Yeah.
They just skip over words and make up words and
yeah, the dialogue sounds like it's
in Canada.
It's in
so
Canada,
they have an accent, right?
So it's like Trailer Park Boys, but you're also saying like it's kind of funny because it's like Napoleon Dynamite too.
Yeah,
put together. It's very cinematic.
Yeah,
too.
And it's done really well.
You're like, damn, the way they shoot it's very like artistic and dramatic. You're like, for a comedy show, yeah, it's fun. I think we watched like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, got a good chunk of them.
Yeah, just getting going for that.
And I think there's like 8 seasons.
Damn, that's a lot of.
And then I started watching Catch 22. When I say started watching, I finished watching.
I started and finished.
Yeah, it's a really good show. It's like World War II bureaucracy and how like, oh, I want this to get done. Well, you got to go through 8 different channels to get this done.
Okay.
But it's
I keep seeing ads for that when I was watching stuff on Hulu.
It's not a show for you though. I tell you that. It's not. It's not done with a pencil. It's not animated.
Because I was binge watching Rick and Morty, and that kept on being a thing, like an ad that would pop up on Hulu for that show. And I'm like,
it's weird because it's like a comedy,
yeah,
but it's got some serious like.
it's pretty, yeah.
What the fuck? I thought I was watching a comedy.
Yeah.
There's blood everywhere.
Jeez. You're like, where's the fucking slapstick, okay? Well, I wanted to bring up, what are some, we talked about binge-worthy, but what about shows with, like, the rewatchability?
Yeah.
Because there's some that I'm like, I've seen this
one and
so
done.
many times,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm going to watch it again. And I do not feel bad for myself for watching it again. Do you have any of those? I kind of wanted to bring up the TV topic because we're here. Let's stew in it a bit.
I want to bring up IT Crowd.
IT Crowd.
I love watching that.
It's so fucking good.
It's like, what is it, 2 seasons? 3 seasons?
I thought it was 4. Yeah,
Anyways,
I think it was 3.
All feels like one when you sit down and watch them.
Yeah, they wrote the show really fucking well.
Yeah, it is great to just. Well, I love watching that over and over.
Didn't get stale.
Over.
Yeah.
No, it's so funny.
Ah, damn. It's something with those like British comedy shows, and this is maybe us just from the outside looking in. I'm like, they like when it was done, it was done. They like, hey,
all right,
it's over. We don't need to fucking like just like let's beat this fucking dead horse and drag it through the mud and then beat it again. And like, no, it's fucking done. We did 3 seasons. Hey, that's all we got. See ya. Story's done. Bye.
Yeah. We'll come back for one really long episode, but then we're really gone.
Yeah. No, that show was really fucking funny. And that's one that's like, okay, the episodes like kind of stick out and you're like, dude, I can watch this over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And
certain episodes you can go back.
Oh, so fucking funny. That show is really good. That one's on Netflix. I'm assuming only Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's only on elsewhere. But yeah, Netflix, that one's really funny. I'm going to piggyback on that. Another British comedy show, The Inbetweeners.
Yes.
We've talked about it before, and like with I think the music episode of like with the soundtrack of that show is really fun. I really like it. It's like pop rock stuff.
Yeah.
And it's fun, super good. But the show is actually the substance of it's so fucking hilarious. It's like the characters are so well written. There are like so many nuances of like the side characters, even their facial expressions it's so good. And like
even the movies that go along with those.
The movies are fucking great too. Which I'm kind of fucking pissed that they took the movies off of Netflix. Yeah. I'm sure they lost the licensing or whatever. But yeah, The Inbetweeners. So that show is so good. That one's on Netflix. I'm like, damn. Since I set up the TV, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking chill. And I was just like, I didn't know. I was like racking my brain of what I wanted to watch. So I'm like, I'm just gonna watch Inbetweeners. So I just clicked on a random episode. I'm like, this is what I watch. I watched like 2 or 3 of them. I'm like, pfft.
Can't go wrong.
And I'm like, guess what? I wasted some of my life and I just had a beer and just watched this. I'm like, you know what? No wasting here. No wasting going on. It's a good show. I love that one. The movies.
I'm going to stick with the UK theme here.
Gotcha.
Top Gear.
Oh, there you go.
And Grand Tour also. Mm-hmm. Watch that shit over and over and over again. I think I want to actually buy all the episodes. Probably get, I don't know about DVDs. I'm maybe just buying digitally. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just buy literally the DVDs. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because even on Netflix, they only had like season 19 through like 24.
Oh, yeah. They probably lost the licensing for it.
Yeah, but I want to get like.
I guess you could buy the. I don't know. What's your stance on buying? You don't really. Do you buy a lot of media?
No, just games.
Yeah.
I used to buy CDs like crazy.
And buying like movies? No.
Yeah, no. I don't.
That's one thing I'm like, hey, that's another topic, but I'm like, okay, do you like to buy and own the thing? Because I think about it, like once it, like the Inbetweeners, they're gone. I mean, you can
once
watch
they're
them.
Not streamed anymore.
You can watch them illegally, yeah. But I'm like, okay, you should be, supporting it and buying it or whatever. I'm thinking about like, with some of these things I've bought, and I'm like, I was like really wanting to buy like, hard copy DVDs, and to me, I'm like, you're gonna be holding on to those fucking DVDs.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like my wife wants to throw away a bunch of DVDs that I'm like, no, that's a good one.
Like you have those now,
yeah,
and it's like they're gone then. And then I'm like,
you can throw away Bend It Like Beckham.
Yeah,
okay, but you're not throwing away my Behind Enemy Lines.
Yeah, like I bought the Love Live movie. I bought it digitally. And I was like, because I really wanted to watch it. And I was like, I'm not going to stream it on some fucking pirate site. So I bought it and I was like, man, it was like cheaper to buy the digital version. I'm like, oh, it was downloaded really quick, and I'm like, oh, I can watch it whenever I want, really. And I'm like, maybe that's the way to go. But then again, I'm like, oh, I bought the physical copy of Your Name, that movie, which I love that movie. Oh my god, which is now streaming on Funimation. Which I'm like, oh, cool, and I have that, the Funimation account. And I was like, I clicked on it just to be like, oh, it's actually playing now on Funimation. You can watch it. I'm like, and I was like, man, that movie's so good. I was like, that movie will like kind of make me like tear up like a bitch. But so I'm like, I don't know. I just think about digital versus physical media. Maybe another topic. Anyways, go on. Actually, I must come in here with the fucking GOAT, dude. Greatest of all time. Seinfeld.
Okay.
It's
Endless cycle.
Nothing wrong with watching those 9 seasons, baby. And then, back to physical media, I have that. And then they're also on Hulu. 9 seasons, Seinfeld. That's the one. That's the best.
It's on Hulu? Oh, yeah.
It's the fucking best.
I probably should start that.
You could just like watch it. I'm like, I used to do, and I've been off my rocker. I used to do like a yearly Seinfeld run through.
Shit.
Episode 1 through the end. And that show, that's the one that I used to do once a year. I used to watch the whole series. And I don't get sick of it. They're all fucking funny. The jokes are so like, I don't know. It's great TV. And that was a series that ended when we're like, hey, we're spent. Bye.
Yeah.
We're done. That was it. It didn't get stale, didn't get crappy. And it was done. It was great. To me, that's fucking GOAT.
I like to watch Psych.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I'm on my 3rd or 4th
go through of that show.
It's good.
I've seen a couple of, I think I've seen an episode or 2. And definitely a bunch of clips. You're trying to get me into that show.
Yeah, I think you will. I think
it's a Netflix thing.
It's actually on Prime.
Oh, see,
you have Prime?
I don't have Prime anymore.
Yeah, it used to be on Netflix.
I was a leech, and I did the Amazon free Prime for a month, and I just bought a bunch of shit on there, and then I canceled the day before it charged me, and I was like, nah.
No, but it's a good show. The way that the main character works with his best friend, the just the back and forth is fucking hilarious.
That one's a good rewatchability is up there.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of. I mean, there's so many more we can go on, but I think we should talk about gear. What do you think?
I was having some fun, but okay.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about gear, kind of.
Oh, kind of.
But also, okay, hey, give me a fucking second here. Okay, so how do you? Let me try and figure out how to phrase this.
I don't know, don't be offensive to me.
So, when you're figuring out if a piece of gear is good for you, or if you like it or not, or if this is this thing is bitching, what are your go-to riffs? What are some of your like playing styles, or what do you seek in those things?
Besides that one CKY one that I play?
Oh, that one that you always play? How's it go?
That one. That's how I know if it's buttery smooth.
Hey, Bam! Would you stop playing that riff?
Yo, this is Bam Margera.
Jesus.
Yo.
Okay. All right.
So, yes.
Do you have go-to riffs, or what you're looking for?
Legit?
You're something you're trying to play.
Seriously, on bass, I'll do Walking on the Moon, that bass riff.
Okay.
Doom, doom, doom. To literally feel out the sustain on the bass.
Gotcha. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 boom. So just to kind of feel how long those notes will actually hold.
Oh, they actually yeah.
Yeah, so that's that's a legit one.
Okay.
But I do play the CKY one.
Because it's just
because it's so fun.
Yeah.
And you're yeah, fucking jackass.
Yeah, dude.
And then with guitar, I like to play
CKY. Shopping carts, dude.
I like to do chords. I love playing just chords.
I know,
and just strumming them and arpeggiating them.
I know you do chords a lot. Even with long reverbs, you start just strumming chords. I'm like, you can't even hear this.
Exactly.
The notes ring out, or the splashiness of a reverb. You're just like,
or was it Comfortably Numb, the first solo? I have not mastered the second solo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'll ever.
Mm-hmm.
But the first one, just kind of fun to play.
Is that more of like a reverb kind of thing you're trying to feel out? But what
Yeah,
about like a
I guess.
distortion? Or
No,
like
there's
drive?
not any. It's like chorus.
Or like for like drive and distortion. Because to me, I'm like, those are always so. There's so many of them for one.
Yeah.
And then it's so specific to the player. I like this. I don't like this. Oh, I
Yeah.
like a tube screamer. Well, I like a 250. Well, I don't like a tube screamer.
I still do like chords through.
Really?
Yeah. Like bar chords and full on cowboy chords, and
Yeah.
because that's all I really know.
Yeah, I'd say for me, for drives and like a distortion sound of either out of the amp or whatever, I'm going chords. And I'm doing a lot of like the lower ones of like, cowboy. I could do cowboy chords or E or whatever, but I'm trying to like chug and do like, because I'm like, if it like flubs out and sounds like or sounds super thin, like if it can be like low, but it's all like boy, that's a fucking shitty tone.
Yeah.
Or that pedal does not work for me because I want to be able to like have it like almost be, I don't know, a lot of mids, but also still be able to feel it. Be like, okay, if this turns up in the mix, I still need the mids to cut through, but I still want some like,
It's kind of weird. You got to play to the pedal or whatever you're demoing.
Well, the thing is, if this in this instance, I want the pedal to play to me.
Yeah.
Like if this, because like
exactly,
if you're watching demos or whatever, like, oh, this guy fucking rips and he has a whole fucking studio and the whatever. I'm like, that's not something that I'm gonna be doing. Or you can have like the guy just like with his phone or whatever, and like it's not the style of playing that you do. And I think we've talked about demos before. I think they may not fit for you. And I don't really watch a lot of guitar pedal demos or gear demos much anymore.
Yeah.
On YouTube. When I'm trying out a piece of gear, that's what I'm looking for. It's like the distortion sound or like the drivey sound. It needs to be able to. I can tell what frequencies are going to cut through in our mix.
Yeah,
and I know what I still want to have, like a little bit of that body of like maybe the low end kind of like. But I'm like, if I put too much low end on the guitar, I'm like, guess what? I'm stepping on your toes, and I'm gonna play like the kick drum.
Stay in your lane.
Kick drum and bass. I'm like, those are. Hey. They got the low end for a certain point, like, but I still want to be able to feel my guitar in a certain part. It sounds really dumb because you're like feeling a guitar, and like no. And then as far as like some of these like delays and things like that, I think they need to be able to get like a certain like, I don't know. There's like a solo type of delay that I like, and there's a slapback delay I like. So if it can kind of do both of those. Cool. Maybe it does other stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, specifically, I like 300 milliseconds of as my time for delay, and then the repeats maybe give me about like, I don't know, 2 to 3 or maybe 4 on the solo type of thing, and then the slapback one, I'm trying to think of like, I think it's closer to 100 or 75 milliseconds is what I like. This is being really specific.
Yeah.
But if it can give me anything around there and like maybe one or two delay, for slap, and I'm like, then I like it. So I don't know. And then
what about like do you play like a song that you've covered before, or do you riff on that, or what?
I really don't play any covers because I don't want to be that guy in a Guitar Center or a music shop playing covers.
Stairway or something.
Yeah, and they're like, hey man, I know that riff. Hey, no, I'm just gonna play whatever I know. So
okay.
For playing, I will do one that I really like is Dead to Me. It's like pretty simple bar chords, but there's some open notes and weird things like that. I like that chord structure a lot. There's a Little Closer that we've done, which is just like E, A, D. I'm like, everybody's fucking, it's simple chords, but I'm like, I like the way that we play that. Certainly got the dun, 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 and like when we go to the verse, it's the same notes, but it's also, downstrokes, like palm mutes, like I'm like, so it's like a rock song, but it's really mixing some of those punk elements to it. And I want the I don't know, tone or the amp or distortion or whatever to be able to like play those and not like flub out notes and chord of the chord. And then like there's arpeggio picking parts of like from the verses and stuff like that, or from the choruses back and forth. I just wanted to like pick out and like stand out and like not be too oversaturated, but I don't want it to be too clean, stuff like that. So I don't know. Those are kind of my go-to. So like our own songs, those are the ones.
I'll like recall songs I learned when I was like 14 or 15. Like, was it Dirty Magic? from The Offspring, like the intro. I'm like, yeah, dude, the song still holds up.
Well, I guess, yeah. I guess the other
Probably
day,
like pop punk or
yeah.
I don't know.
I did borrow your custom comp MXR just because I was like,
I wonder what the difference. Yeah.
well, because I played it here at your place with your telly and the 8030. I'm like, it was just like it was kind of like, oh, plug it into just whatever settings you had on the amp. I'm like, yeah, cool amp.
Can't really hear.
Yeah, or you're like cool pedal, bro. Okay, nice job. So I got it and I played. I'm like, that pedal is badass.
Really,
with the Jazzmaster and like my 8015 kind of on like maybe a light like crunchy like on the edge of breakup kind of thing. It sounds so fucking good. I'm
really?
Like, dude, I was just fucking going to town. So to me, I'm like, I was playing all plain songs. So if I just name them, a lot of the stuff on the latest
you
record.
have to buy the record to hear which songs we're talking about.
And I'm like, I'm playing that, and I'm like, dude, I love the in between, the both pickup sound, and with the bridge. And I'm like, man, this thing is like the sustain, man. And I was just like, I was doing I guess I have like bluesy bullshit licks that I'm like, think of like figure one of your pentatonic. And I'm just like, go to town on that. That's what I do. And I'm like, I'm bending things. I'm like, that's like I figure one of the pentatonic. And I'm like, man, I'm like, I just do that all day. And I'm like, stick in that figure. I'm like, hey, we're good. And I'm like, it's great. Like that's how I kind of figured. Yeah, I guess how I like that pedal because I'm like, let me try it on this.
Because you thought it was bullshit when I first got it.
Well, yeah, I did.
I couldn't explain why I got it. I was like,
and even you, I'm like, do you like this? And you're like, no. I have just put it. I put it.
It's a pedal.
It works.
It says MXR,
and
so
I put it
of course
in,
I got it.
And then I'm like, do you like pedal, compressor?
Why are you like this? I don't know. Find out for me.
Yeah, it's really cool. So
do some homework.
That one's a cool one. I did like it, and I was like, damn. I was playing it with my EP or an SP comp. I'm like, damn, these are. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good at compressors. I'm like, if it does one thing, I'm like, yeah, it just squashes the signal a little bit or less. That's a great pedal. Good compressor, man.
Yeah, maybe I should mess around with it a little more.
Yeah. So I mean, that's for me. I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of like I guess that in that instance, I did play to the pedal because I'm like, I'm not going to put a compressor. I'm like, I got my Les Paul Jr. with the humbucker and through my like heavy distorted rock reverb. Let's see how this compressor sounds.
Yeah, maybe a gentler signal.
The amp that's already fucking compressed to hell. So anyway, maybe I don't know. I'm just rambling, but I don't know. I there's the go-to riffs for distortion. That's the one I'm most critical of. If it can like do the chugs but not get too flubby, or like sound like a fucking Line 6 spider through a fucking tin can, then it sounds good. But I don't know. You have anything else to add?
No, I don't really know a whole lot of riffs, so
yeah. Or like you're nothing you want to play that you're like, hey, I always play this every time. But I guess
just like I think that I'll play whatever chord I'm like loving.
Yeah.
It's like, oh well, this is brought to you by E major.
E major. If this doesn't bring my E major joy, then I don't fucking want it. Unless it says MXR, then I'll pay through the teeth.
Jesus. Yeah, just like if I'm writing a song, I'll try and incorporate, which is probably not a good idea.
To like, I'm gonna
try this new piece of gear.
I'm gonna ham fist this fucking pedal in here.
Oh man, this thing sounds like shit when I play this song.
Yeah,
probably because it sounds like shit.
Damn,
this song.
All right, I think we're done here. We're having too many bruchachos. We're having too much fun. Just want to say thank you guys for tuning in to the Tone Jerks.
Thank you.
Yeah. And if you guys like what you hear, you guys can leave a review on iTunes. Give us hopefully 5 stars. But you guys can write a review. And if it publishes on iTunes, we will read it on the air. This one did not publish on YouTube. And Kyle, we're going to joint, read this one. The little preface here. So Christian Avila posted this. I'm probably butchering your name here. Sorry.
That sounded pretty good, actually.
Avila? Avila.
No, Avila. I like that.
Avila.
Now you're butchering it.
Okay.
Back off.
Back it up, bitch. So anyways, he said this. I tried to leave a review for your show in Spanish, but it won't post, possibly because of the swears. Screw you, Apple. I thought you were the cool dad. Well, anyway, here it is, and I punched it into Google Translate so I could see what you would see. So, Kyle is going to read the Spanish part, and I will read the Google translation.
Oh, God.
So this was the review that never was, but we are going to read it anyway, because I appreciate the fucking effort.
It's been a long time since Spanish.
Okay, give you Spanish 101 here, the jerks.
Estos cabrones son bien chingones, I don't know, con sus cajitas de guitarras. Son bien chistosos también como el SpongeBob. Digan puras pendejas, pero siempre me casen que jajaja.
I like how you had an accent for your...
Yeah, I gotta do it, man.
The ja-ja-jas.
Cuando estoy caminando y escuchando con mi Bluetooth headset. I can read that. No son AirPods, pero ¿quién creen que soy? Pinche Donald Trump. Este podcast es la más deliciosa, la más refrescante, la bala de plata Coors Light.
All right. Before I read the Google Translate,
guys.
Kyle, yay.
It's been a long time.
Give it to him. All right. So here is the Google Translate, because I think at the last episode we may have done a call out and be like, hey, nobody's done anything in English or in another language, we should. And so you ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, there you go.
And so this is like, because they know we don't speak, or Christian knows that we don't speak Spanish.
Well, everyone knows I do.
These assholes are just going to copy and paste this into Google Translate, which he did the work for me.
Yeah, thank you.
So I will read the Google Translation.
Yeah, I think yours is going to be more confusing than what I said.
These bastards are really chingones with their guitar boxes. They are very funny, also like the SpongeBob. They say pure pendejas, but they always make me ha 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 when I'm walking and listening with my Bluetooth headset. They are not AirPods, but who do you think I am? Donald Trump?
That's not bad.
This is the most delicious, the most refreshing. The silver ball Coors Light.
Silver bullet is what it
probably what it was supposed to be. So thank you so much, Christian, for leaving that. And I'm sorry that iTunes was such a fucking killjoy and didn't fucking post it. But we appreciate
thanks for saving it and making sure we could read it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So, maybe that's that might be the move. All y'all, let us have your review and throw it to Apple. If they don't post it, just copy it and send it and post it in the group, and we will still read it.
I guess we can.
Or I guess between the two of us, we're gonna try and read it.
Yeah.
So. Thank you so much. Let's carry on here. The way to keep up with us is on the old social medias. There,
yeah, we're there.
We're on there. You guys can go to our Facebook group, search the Tone Jerks. You guys can find us and join the group. We're having a lot of fun. And if you guys follow us on Instagram at the Tone Jerks, we're posting cool shit on the reg. You can check out that Whirlybird Miku video that I posted on there.
Oh man, I won't.
Kyle was pretty stoked on that one. And lastly, I know we're running along, but hey, it
is what it is. Hey, don't you hate when people say that? It is what it is. Like you can't say anything to that, I guess.
Yeah, that's like the more for you, more for me.
I guess
it ends the argument.
There you go.
You can help support the show on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you guys double down for $2 a month, you guys get an extra episode every week. And we haven't even recorded that episode yet. We're getting a little saucy here Friday night. It's gonna be a good one. Woo. So, just for your support and for helping us out, we wanted to give you a little shout out, a little sizable acknowledgement.
Yeah,
Kyle, you got a list of names. Give it to me, baby.
All right, I got my old list back. Okay?
Oh, don't call it a comeback.
No. I don't know. I think this one flows better, but I'm in between lists right now. Okay.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna
you gotta commit.
We're kicking it old school right now.
We did one episode.
All right.
And it's not because he misplaced the other list.
Oh, not at all.
That's not the reason at all.
With my goddamn clipboard. Okay. That's what I'm really crying about. All right. We have Jim Bowers, Jamie Davis, Co Schneider from the Flippin' Flippers podcast, Adam Rohr from the Let 'Em Hear podcast, Abe Newman, Michael Newman, the brothers, Andrew Walsh, Jason Fuzzmonger, Doug, Chris Gann King, Johnny Ray. You know where he's from. He's from the Tone Jerks. Joseph from Like My Pedals, and Will Leahy from the Just Surprise Me podcast. Brian was on it.
Check it out.
Yeah, we have Kevin Equits from Equits Guitars, Leon from Pelican Noiseworks, Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Steve Mike, Stephen Conradi, Sean Fahey, Bruce Banana, Digger from Fatfoot Effects, Brett Alexander, Colin Smith, Alvaro Viramontes, Nicholas Payson, Brian from Nutter Guitars, Aaron Taylor, and Matt Quine.
Matt Quine from the Fret Talk podcast. Yep. We're getting closer and closer to doing that crossover episode with
He's
those guys.
so damn far away, though.
Yep, we got
He's
nothing.
Our pen pal.
We should write him letters to be like opens up. What the fuck?